back, kids and coaches. I'm Coach Kent Murphy. We're back here on the Kent Murphy podcast. I just keep hitting dingers on this thing, so I just keep being like, can't do some more. So, I'll probably do like 10,000, 100 more of these, or some crap like that. We had a big week in baseball, man. A lot of weird stuff. Some stuff that got old Kent pretty mad, and we're gonna talk about it. Some unwritten rule bull crap, and I got a nice interview with Justus Sheffield coming up here in just a little bit. But before we get into that, I'm gonna go ahead and break some stuff down from what happened across the league here in the last week. The first thing that happened, we got old Albert Pujols. He came into second place now on the all-time RBI list. He passed A-Rod. As far as I know, didn't have to take any shots into the butt to get it either. So, that's a good thing for him. But, I guess it's got to feel pretty good for the Angels knowing that they paid all this crap load of money basically for him not to be like nearly as good as he was with the Cardinals, but he gets to break like all the records wearing an Angels uniform. So they're like, yeah, I guess it's worth it. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, remember when he broke that record? He hit like 7 RBIs with us, but it broke the record. You know what I mean? So, good for them. My second favorite thing of the week, old Trevor Bauer. I've been talking about this on the pod for quite a while. I've been talking to a bunch of pitchers and letting them know that they should be starting to do some strikeout dances every time they strike somebody out. Same way when a batter, he pimps a home run or some crap like that. I think a pitcher should be doing that every time he strikes somebody out, and old Bauer finally did it this week. Oh, man. I'm going to run that video real quick. Yeah. He strikes a dude out a little high heat, and then just he pops up. First, he draws a line in the sand, and then he just fake opens a beer and chugs it. That's a good one for the first one. I'm hoping these get a little bit more creative, but for the first one, I'll take a fake beer chug. You know what I mean? It's pretty badass. We got Nationals pitcher Seth Romero. He went to the injured list. He said he fell down some stairs and broke his non-throwing hand, falling down the stairs. That's a likely story, pal. If I was gonna do something dumb and break my hand, so I have to go on the IL, I'd probably make up a cool story. Be like, yeah, I was at the bar. I shouldn't have been. I broke protocol, but I got into a sweet fist fight and I punched a guy out with my non-throwing hand. That's how good I am. That's how dominant I am as a fighter. I can do it with my non-throwing hand, and I can still knock people out. So, nobody believes the falling down the stairs story, pal. Get it together. The Tigers finally beat the Indians. They lost 20 games in a row to the Indians, and in terms of all-time embarrassing things, losing 20 times in a row to anybody who lives in Cleveland. That just ain't good. I guess maybe they'll put you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Because you rocked and rolled over for the Indians 20 games in a row. But, hey, better luck, next 20 games, I guess. Here's some big news. Mike Trout, a current play, this is crazy. Mike Trout had a baseball card that sold for $3.84 million. That's right. It ain't, it ain't no Honus Wagner card because, Trout could actually, play baseball. Wagner's out there hitting 320 against guys that threw it 38 miles an hour. So, I guess probably I'd pay more for a Trout card than a Honus Wagner anyway. But it got me to thinking, and it got me thinking about my favorite baseball cards of all time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my 3 favorite baseball cards of all time. The first one, we got old Lincecata. It's an 81 Don Russ, and it's one hell of a card. Look at that thing. He's got great hair. He's got some sweet rec specs. And it doesn't look like he's about to hit a baseball, but maybe hit somebody. So, that's fine with me. Might be ready to chuck it out at the pitcher's mound. Just one of the sweet old Orioles hats, man. My number 2 goes to Glenn Hubbard, the old Braves player. He came out there with the whole big-ass snake just wrapped around him, took a baseball card with it. I don't know what his stats were, but hopefully his bat was a little bit harder than that snake. It might have looked like he was probably swinging a hose or something. Sometimes, but it don't matter. If you come out there onto the field with a big old snake like that, ain't nobody messing with you. Hell, you can, that's beautiful. You can charge them out and do whatever you want. You got a snake. I ain't touching it. I hate them. And, of course, the number 1 favorite card of all time is the old classic Billy Ripken. Good Lord. He just came out. I can't believe they printed that card, first of all. That's their fault. You got the old, the double F on the barrel handle, the old F face. Or as I like to call it, one of my favorite terms to use when I charge the mound. You know what I mean? So maybe he was just preparing people That's an all-time classic card. You know, if it was my baseball card, I'd probably would have just written it on my chest or something like that. Because I would if I was my baseball card. First of all, I wouldn't have a shirt on because I'd be like, well, you gonna take this picture? You know what I mean? I'm gonna let the people know what I'm working with, and I just write it on my chest. Might shave it into my chest hair if I was gonna do it. But it's an all-time classic card. You know, good for Billy Ripken. He he's about a tenth as good as his brother. When his brother, at the end of his brother's career, when he wasn't, he was never even a tenth as good as his brother. But he tried. He wrote some cool stuff on his bat, so he got that going for him. But we got to keep it moving, and we're gonna finish this off with the highlight of the week. And I got to tell you what, this one got me fired up. Everybody crying. We got Fernando Tatis Jr. They're up 10-3 in the eighth. He's got the bases checked. And you know what? They served him up a little meatball, and he tattooed it for a grand slam, and everybody got all butthurt about it. So let's go ahead and let's break the highlight down first, and then I'll tell you why I'm mad about it. So you got him up here with the bases loaded. I'm just gonna watch this here. Guy just serves one up right over on the outside half of the plate, and he just goes with it and tattoos it. Boom! He did a little bit of a bat flip in there too, so that's pretty good. Fake handshake going around first. And then right here, coming up right there's, look at the Texas coach. Oh, he's crying. Oh, my God. I'm going to stop it right there on the Texas coach. He's like, oh, my God, we're down by 11 now, not 7. Oh, we suck worse than I thought, and now I'm mad because the other team's better than me, and they just showed that they're even more better than me. And that's against the unwritten rules. So he's crybabying, and Tatis just, carries on running around the bases. Did another fake high five. He's like, hey, I'm leading the league in dingers, baby. I don't know if you could see in the dugout there, but his own coach was over there getting mad at him too because he's also dumb like the Rangers coach. So that's my highlight of the week, and I got to tell you what, with these unwritten rules of baseball, man, basically what you're saying here is that if you're ahead by too much, that if the other team sucks a little bit, then you got to start sucking a little bit too, so that you don't win by too much. And I got to tell you, that's probably the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. Celebrate that crap. Stop being a bunch of crybabies. So, hey man, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta get you guys to the interview here with Justus Sheffield. We got a good one, man. This guy's a pitcher out in Seattle. He seems like one hell of a guy, and I had fun talking to him. I hope you guys like it. I'm back here with Justus Sheffield. Justus, thanks for coming on, man. How you doing?
Good. I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm always doing good.
I got that. Always.
Hey, man. Thanks for coming on the show. I was looking through your stats. I know you pitch now, but I was looking through. I saw in high school, man, you hit some dingers back then.
I used to drop a few.
Yeah, I saw that, man. I saw you batting like 400 and stuff.
Yeah, I was all right.
All right.
Little center fielder. I could get out there with range.
You think you can still hit some right now if they let you in the cage?
Give me a week of BP and I'll be good.
You be good to go?
Minute. Yeah, it just
all
been
right.
a minute.
Until then, you're just going to keep throwing fastballs. I'm fine with that.
That's it. Just heaters only.
I'm down with that, man. I also saw that when you were in high school, because you were National Player of the Year, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, I guess. That's pretty. You ever walk around and tell me like, hey, just in case you forgot, I was National Player of the Year. So
I kind of let them find out on their own. Not many people know, but once they find out, they know. I can play a little bit.
I got you. You threw a couple no hitters too back then, didn't you?
Yep.
Did you throw any when you got into the minors?
Yeah, I did actually. I had a combined no hitter. A combined no hitter. With Taylor Widener.
Yeah, I'd just say it was you. Doesn't say that he pitched in it.
Yeah, even though he pitched 5 innings, I only pitched 4, but I guess I'll take the credit.
Yeah, you take it. You can take it.
Yeah.
Hey man, what was the worst part about playing in the minor leagues?
Honestly, probably the travel was brutal, and the food sometimes would be awful. You would go home hungry some nights, and make sure that night you went to the grocery store and had like some Pop-Tarts or something in the cabinet when you got home, just to something to snack on. Cause
I feel you, man. Yeah, that's where I started my cheese dog diet. Yeah, it's all I eat, man. It gives me all the dinger fuel I need.
I hear that. That's all you need.
So you went from the minor leagues when you got called up, and then you were pitching for the Yankees. That had to be pretty crazy, right? What was it like pitching in Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, that was wild. Especially, that was my first big league stadium I ever really played in, and it was against the Red Sox, and I was coming out of the bullpen. Yeah, wasn't even supposed to pitch that night. My family had just got there that night. It was crazy. I was definitely shaking for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Did you strike out any of the Red Sox?
I didn't have any strikeouts. I got Mookie to ground out into a double play to end the game, so I'll take that any day.
That's good enough. That's good enough, man.
Yeah.
That way, and plus, like those Yankees fans, they don't care if it's your first day; they'll boo you.
Oh
they'll
yeah,
boo you no matter what.
100%. I guarantee.
So you avoided that.
Yeah, if he hit a home run off me right there, it would have been bad.
Yeah, but now you're up there in Seattle, though. That's a whole different park. They don't have like a little league right field fence out there in Seattle, so you got a better chance.
No, it's a graveyard. They say out in Seattle, man. It's tough to leave that place, but Kyle Lewis making it look easy right now. So
yeah, I've had a couple of Seattle players. Have you had a chance to meet Griffey yet? One of the greatest of all time.
I have met him. Yeah, just for a little bit. Not nothing. I don't know him too well, but just kind of passing through the hallway.
Well, plus you used to crush a little bit. You're a lefty. Maybe you could rub a little bit of that off on you. Be like, hell, I'll just start crushing dingers now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Big Griffey part 2.
Especially with that swing, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your favorite position other than pitcher?
I gotta say center field. That's what I played.
Yeah.
I love shagging. So power shagging, that's my thing. I'll get out there and center. Even if the center fielder's trying to get his work in, I'm like, bro, like, move out the way a little bit. I'm trying to get my work too. They look at me like I'm crazy.
I like it. When you played center field back in the day, did you ever do like the thing where you don't really have to dive for it, but you do anyway, so it looks cool?
Oh yeah, you had to all the time. That was when I was going through high school. Twitter was just now coming out, so you never know when you might end up on top 10 or something like that. So you had to take a shot.
That's what I'm saying, man. You gotta let it go. Who's the best player that you've ever played with or against that you've seen?
I probably have to say Bo Bichette.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, I'd have to say Bo Bichette.
I got to crush a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he can. He can pick it. Dude's nice.
Yeah, he's good. I think you should do like a home run derby with him when you get back in the cage. I'd like to see who can hit one further.
Hey, we get in the cage, it might be a different story, man.
Plus you could do the trade where you'd be like, I'll pitch to you, you pitch to me. Because there ain't no way he can pitch as good as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you never know. You never know. He might get up there and sling that thing.
You don't know. Yeah. You just never know. But, I think your chances are better hitting one off of him than him off of you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I like to make those bets that I know I can win.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to do that. I'd take him up on it.
Anybody ever charge the mound on you?
No, not yet. To say, not yet.
Are you ready for it if they do?
Yeah, I've always, I feel like pitchers always they think about that day.
You have to.
In the back of their head. Yeah, you gotta have some type of plan going into that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you gotta. Are you gonna you think you'd be the throw the glove off guy first and be like, here we go, come on?
Yeah, I think I'd have to. I mean, that's the only thing you got, distraction, and then I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably just start throwing.
Who's the one guy in the league that you just don't want to see coming out there at you?
Probably Judge.
he's a big dude.
Yeah, big dude, super nice. I've never seen him mad, but I could only imagine.
Who's the one guy you think that if they charge you, be like, yeah, I got this one easy?
I'm gonna say Shed Long.
I'm sending this right to him, man.
Hey, send it right to him. He already knows. He knows what's up.
I'll let him know. I'm putting my money on you, man. I don't care. I'll let him know. Hell, I'll come back you up.
Heck yeah. It's funny. He's gonna hear this and he's gonna be on it today.
I'm gonna watch that game whenever it happens. So you did a little bit of relief and started. You've obviously started for a lot longer. You like starting a lot better?
Oh yeah. It's getting your routines, you know what I'm saying? Once you find that routine, it's kind of more for me, but you know, that relief it's tough. It's a different mindset. You gotta be ready, you know, from the gate as soon as you come out of the bullpen. So kind of no build up or anything like that. I just love starting. It just fits me, I feel like.
Yeah. What's the biggest difference between, you know, getting in your routine for starting and then they just be like, hey man, it's fifth inning, come out here and throw a couple of innings, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's different, you know, like I said, all through minor leagues I started, and then I got called up in the bullpen with the Yankees that September, and that was tough just because I was in the bullpen, like couldn't stop moving, you know, legs shaking, just like felt like I should be out there when the game was going on, but you know, fifth inning, I'm still sitting here moving, like waiting, phone call ringing. I'm like, dang, this might be me. It ain't me. Still moving. Like, I don't know. You just got to kind of be calm and just chill.
Got to be ready all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the only cool thing about the bullpen though is like if somebody does charge the mound, you get to make a sweet move, like especially like the bullpens that are back behind the fence. You get to make a sweet move like jumping the fence and running out there.
Yeah.
That's like the moment I look forward to.
Coming out of nowhere, blindsiding, you know, somebody.
You got to let them know, man.
Right.
Hey, man, I got to pay for this episode real quick, so I got to read an ad. And I talked to my sponsors, like, oh, hell, we love Justus. So they're like, we got one for him, too. And these are top-notch, real sponsors. I'm going to read mine first, just so you can kind of see what it's like. Here we go.
All right.
Today's episode of the Ken Murphy Podcast is brought to you by Mound Visits. Is your coach trying to take you out of the game, but you don't think it's time? That's when I go into the clubhouse and squat down on his desk. That way, after the game, he'll have another mound to visit. It's the only right way. Mound Visits. Let your coach know he stinks.
I feel that. I like that right there. Today's episode of Ken Murphy Podcast is brought to you by Remember. Remember when I was in high school and I used to crush dingers? Now they don't even let me bat because I just pitch. That's why I always try to get in the batting cage before the games so I can make everyone remember that I used to mash taters too. Remember, I hope I can still hit dingers.
That's a good company, man. You just got to let them know sometimes.
Yeah, just remember. That's it.
You got to let them know. I thought that was a good one for it because, you know, I was reading your stats. I saw some dingers, man. I know you can do it.
Yeah. I got it back there.
What's your favorite park you've played in so far?
Probably Wrigley Field. I loved Wrigley. It was I was sick when we went. And I pitched on, I think it was Memorial Day Monday.
Yeah.
So, or Labor Day. And, I mean, the place was packed. You know, people had beer. Stacking their beer cups.
The beer stacks, man.
Yeah. It was sick.
I like it. Hey, so last night, I talked about it in my intro earlier, but Trevor Bauer, I've been talking to all the pitchers, man. And when guys hit dingers off of you, they always like pimp it. And they got a celebration. And I think you guys need to have a strikeout celebration. Like when every time you strike somebody out, you got to let them know too. You know what I mean? And last night Bauer did the fake beer chug. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, I did. I seen
that. So that was the first one. You got any of them? You got any in mind that you might do?
Yeah, probably later on. Yeah, I gotta get, let me get my contract first and get settled in. Bauer got a little bit of time, so he can get out there and shotgun a beer real quick. But it might look a little bad for a rookie.
Yeah, you never know though. Might let him know you ain't there to mess around. You know what I mean?
Right.
True. Like I ain't coming out on that guy. He gonna get me.
Right.
I love it, man. I think every strikeout there should be something. You know what I mean? They get to do it every time they hit a dinger. So, whatever, man.
I agree. I like the McGregor one that he does.
The McGregor walk. Yeah, that's always classic.
Yeah, he kills that. That's funny.
What was your favorite part of Wrigley? Going back to that, what was your favorite part?
I think just
Did you go touch the ivy?
Yeah, touch the ivy. And, growing up, I played video games. I played the, MVP baseball, back in the day. The 2K game back in the day that came out. And it was always at Wrigley Field. So to actually be there, it was different. You know, it was just like surreal moment actually being at Wrigley Stadium. It was cool.
Was that your team growing up, the Cubs?
Yeah, just because it was my little league team. I played for the Cubs, and then I also like the Braves just because I'm from Tennessee. It's the closest team around there.
Yeah. Who was your favorite player growing up when you were a kid?
I got a few. I loved Ichiro.
Yeah.
Loved Ichiro. Loved Bonds.
He's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, hands down.
Bonds, man. Yeah,
I'm with you on that. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
100%.
100%. And then David Price, as far as like watching, kind of modeling my game after, definitely David Price.
You think you could strike Ichiro out?
I did.
Did you?
Yeah. I did in spring training a couple years ago. It was my first spring training with the Mariners. He was still playing. He retired in Japan. So that was a cool moment. But then the next day, he got a knock off me. So
well, he got a lot of knocks, man. I wouldn't feel too bad about it.
Right.
That guy could hit.
Exactly.
That guy could hit, man. Do you play video games? You play any of the show?
I do play the show a little bit. I haven't recently. Honestly, since I've been in the big leagues, I haven't really been on the show. But like coming up, I used to always create my player, real to the show, and put the sliders all the way up so we can drop tanks and stuff, hit like 500. So.
Did you make yourself as a pitcher, or did you make yourself a batter?
Hitter, always.
You're a center fielder in the show?
Yeah. When got balls. Sometimes I put myself shortstop, make myself right-handed.
Just digging it up, man. I love it.
Yep.
Plus, you're probably hitting like 80 home runs. Like you said, batting like 500.
Oh yeah, Triple Crown every year.
That's the way to do it. MVPs for days. MVPs. That's what I do. But I make myself the DH. Because I don't like, even in video games, I don't even want to play boring ass defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just want to mash. Yeah, I'm just trying to mash, man.
I feel that.
What's your favorite sport to watch besides baseball?
Football.
Football. Who's your team?
Yeah, Titans.
Oh man, they made a hell of a run last year, man.
Dude, I thought we were close, but
they almost had it, and then they had to run into the Chiefs. They were up on the Chiefs too.
Yeah. But I mean, MVP.
Derrick Henry's a bad man, isn't he? That's a guy you don't want charging the mound on you. Is Derrick Henry?
Yeah, nah.
He's a big dude.
Nah. Yeah.
That dude just run you over, man. Who you think can throw? You think he can throw a football farther than Tannehill?
That might be close. I think I can sling. I can sling the football a little bit. We get out there and sling it. So.
Did you play football?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Played
you were a quarterback?
Yeah. Both. Yep.
I'd like to see that. I'm gonna try to set that up. I'm gonna send him a tweet that he'll never read and see if we can have a throwing contest.
You're gonna be like, hey, who is this dude, man? Who is Justus Sheffield? Why is he trying to?
I think he could do it, man.
Yeah, I think I could too, honestly.
All right, man. Hey, we got to get out of here in a minute, but I need a prediction from you.
All right.
I know we got a short season. I know it. How many strikeouts you think you can get this year? I'm thinking that you could do about 186.
Yeah, that might be reachable.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Hell, I'm gonna raise it to 200 now.
Hey, throw it out
I
there.
think I went low.
Hey, if I get to 200, you gotta send me that shirt you got.
I'll send you one anyway. If you get to 200, I'll send you 5 of them.
Bet.
I'll send you a hat too.
All right.
Anything you want, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the show. You guys heard it here. Guaranteed 200 strikeouts from Justus Sheffield this year. Justus, thanks for coming on the show, man.
Appreciate it for having me.
All right, man. Stay healthy. Have a good year, brother.
Thank you, man.
Hey, guys. Till next week. Hum that thing in there. I'm Kent Murphy.